So we asked you to write in about your travel nightmares, and boy, did you respond.
Oh, yeah.
So how can you make sure your next vacation goes off without a hitch?
Well, here with the answers to your travel issues is Jackie Gifford, a senior editor at Travel and Leisure magazine. Jackie, good morning.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a tough winter for travel and a lot of headaches out there for travelers. So let's go first to Bridget in Florida. She's joining us on Skype. Morning to you, Bridget.
Good morning.
There we see you. All right, so I understand Bridget had a problem. She was traveling with her 3 small children. Their plane had an emergency landing due to mechanical issues. And Bridget, then tell us what happened next.
Wow.
And you're there with your 3 small kids.
Yes, 11, 7, and 3.
Okay, so Jackie, what should Bridget have done?
Bridget, I'm so sorry to hear that this happened to you, but really, your rights as a passenger in this situation, it depends upon whether or not the airline considers this a force majeure event. A force majeure being an act of God, something uncontrollable like the weather. If it is a force majeure, it's actually really hard to get some form of compensation back from the airline.
But Bridget, did they say it was a mechanical issue?
Yes, it was mechanical.
So if it's mechanical?
Yeah, so actually you do have a little bit more leeway in terms of getting compensation. That said, the lesson here is that airline rules vary, and it depends upon the agent that you're talking to. So some airlines might say, look, we can offer you a refund, we can offer you a credit in the form of a voucher or miles, and some may even say, look, it's just our responsibility to get you to the destination on the next flight out.
Bridget, did you get any of those? Any compensation or anything?
Was opened to deal with it then.
Right. Well, Bridget, I guess the lesson to be learned here really is that there isn't a black and white answer, but you have a case to be made. You should go call the airlines, be proactive, state your case, and really, you know, and be polite, but be assertive.
All right. Well, Bridget, thanks so much for sharing that. Next, we got a tweet from Brenda. Paid for ocean view and breakfast at Marriott, got neither. How to get dollars back?
What she should do, and what anybody should do if they're in this situation, is go right downstairs and ask to speak to the front desk manager. They are trained to handle these types of situations, and look, they want happy customers. Hotels are in the hospitality business. What you should do is bring out the paperwork. So if you've booked a certain category of room, you want a sea-facing room instead of a city view room, you should make sure this is all spelled out very clearly and bring it to the front desk and say, look, I paid for this, but I'm getting this. Maybe even take photos so you can show them, and also proof. Exactly. And really, it helps to be polite. Sometimes, you know, resorting to threats is tempting, but it's really not the way you want to go. They want you to be a happy customer.
At the end of the day, Marriott made good on it. They emailed saying GM was notified, guest was upgraded, breakfast charge taken off the bill.
Exactly. The takeaway here is, you know, do this at the start of your stay.
Right.
Do it right away.
That's when they have time to make up for it. Okay, next travel issue. This is a question coming from Travel and Leisure's Facebook followers, Beth, and she wrote rebooking. So
this is a really interesting question, and actually we looked to 2 experts, Brian Kelly from thepointsguy.com and George Habaka from airfarewatchdog.com, for a little bit of guidance. And really, agents can tell where you booked your ticket, whether it's through the airline or with an OTA. But when it comes down to it, that doesn't make a difference in terms of rebooking passengers in a canceled flight. What does make a difference, though, is if you have elite status, or you're a top-tier frequent flyer with that airline, or you're flying first class. Those are the people. So if you paid
full fare, or that sort of thing, or you've got elite status, that bumps you up.
Exactly. It comes down to that. They're going to want to rebook those people first.
Jackie Gifford, thank you so much.
Coming up next, Disney.